Hello, and welcome to our video on babies' first words, encouraging early communication. As a parent, one of the most exciting milestones in your baby's development is their first words. In this video, we'll share some tips on how to encourage early communication and help your baby reach this important milestone. Encouraging early communication. Speaking to your baby frequently, using simple and clear language, is one of the most effective ways to encourage early communication. Babies begin to develop their language skills from the moment they are born, and studies have shown that the more they are exposed to language, the better their language development will be. When speaking to your baby, it's important to use a clear and simple language that they can understand. This means using short sentences and avoiding complex words and phrases. Using a high-pitched and sing-song tone can also help capture your baby's attention and make it easier for them to understand you. It's also essential to speak to your baby frequently throughout the day, even if they are too young to respond. Talk to them while you're changing their diaper, feeding them, or playing with them. This will help your baby become familiar with the sound of your voice and the patterns of language. When speaking to your baby, try to label the things around them, such as the colors of their toys or the names of household items. This will help them understand the world around them and develop their vocabulary. Don't be afraid to repeat words and phrases frequently, as this can help your baby learn and remember them. You can also use simple gestures and facial expressions to help your baby understand the meaning of the words you're using. By speaking to your baby frequently, you'll be helping them develop their language skills and encouraging them to communicate with you. Remember, the more you talk to your baby, the better their language development will be. So don't be shy about talking to your little one. They're listening and learning every day. Responding to your baby's sounds and gestures with enthusiasm and positive reinforcement is an essential part of encouraging early communication. When your baby coos, babbles, or makes other sounds, respond with excitement and enthusiasm. This will help your baby feel more comfortable communicating with you and encourage them to continue making sounds. When your baby makes a gesture, such as pointing or waving, respond positively and acknowledge their efforts. This will help your baby feel seen and heard and encourage them to continue trying to communicate with you. Reading to your baby every day is an essential part of encouraging early communication and language development. When you read to your baby, point out pictures and words and encourage them to interact with the book. This will help your baby develop their vocabulary and understand the meaning of words. Choose age-appropriate books with bright and colorful pictures, and use different voices and facial expressions to make the reading experience more engaging for your baby. Even if your baby is too young to understand the words, they will enjoy the sound of your voice and the rhythm of the story. Singing songs and nursery rhymes to your baby is a fun and effective way to encourage early communication. Music captures a baby's attention and engages them in a way that other forms of communication might not. By singing songs and nursery rhymes, you're helping your baby develop their listening skills and increasing their exposure to language. Singing also helps your baby become familiar with the rhythms and patterns of language, which can make it easier for them to understand and use words themselves. Playing games like peekaboo and pat-a-cake is a great way to encourage communication and social skills in your baby. These games help your baby learn about turn-taking and social interaction, while also improving their cognitive and motor skills. Plus, they're lots of fun for both you and your baby, so don't hesitate to incorporate these classic games into your playtime routine. Using facial expressions and gestures is a powerful way to communicate with your baby. Your baby will start to pay attention to your facial expressions and gestures from an early age, and they can help your baby understand your emotions and meaning. Smiling, making eye contact, and using a happy tone can show your baby that you're happy and that they are safe and loved. Using different facial expressions and gestures can also help your baby understand different emotions and concepts, such as waving goodbye or shaking your head to indicate no. You can also use hand gestures to help your baby understand what you're saying. For example, you can point to objects while naming them, or use simple hand signs for more or all done during meal times. Encouraging your baby to imitate sounds and words is an effective way to help them develop their language skills. When your baby hears you say a word or make a sound, encourage them to repeat it back to you. This can be a fun game and help your baby practice their pronunciation and vocabulary. You can also use baby talk or silly sounds to encourage your baby to imitate you. When your baby attempts to imitate sounds or words, praise them and provide positive reinforcement. This will help your baby feel more confident in their ability to communicate and encourage them to continue practicing their language skills. Spend time playing with your baby, and giving them your undivided attention is essential for encouraging early communication. When you play with your baby, you provide a supportive and engaging environment for them to explore and learn. Playing with your baby also helps build a strong bond between you and your little one. Giving your baby your undivided attention during playtime means being present in the moment and focusing on your baby's needs and interests. This will help your baby feel seen and heard, and it also provides a safe space for them to practice their communication skills. Repeating words and sounds frequently is an effective way to help your baby learn and remember them. Repetition helps reinforce the connections in your baby's brain and strengthens their ability to understand and remember words. When you repeat words and sounds, your baby will become more familiar with them, which will make it easier for them to recognize and use them in the future. This technique can be particularly effective when introducing new words to your baby's vocabulary. By repeating words and sounds frequently, you'll be helping your baby build a strong foundation for language development, which will benefit them throughout their lives. Don't worry if your baby doesn't speak right away. Every baby is different, and they will reach this milestone in their own time. That brings us to the end of our video on baby's first words, encouraging early communication. Remember, communication is an essential part of your baby's development, and it's never too early to start encouraging it. By speaking to your baby, reading to them, and playing games, you'll be helping them develop essential skills that will benefit them for years to come. Don't forget to be patient and enjoy this exciting time in your baby's life. And if you have any concerns about your baby's development, be sure to speak with your pediatrician. Thank you for watching, and we wish you and your baby all the best on this exciting journey.